In today's video, I'm building a Washington Wizards dynasty in NBA 2K26. What it is, good YouTube, back with another 2K banger, man. As you know, the Washington Wizards suck. They're 1-10. I mean, god damn it, they are actually terrible. But I will say Alex Sarr has taken a nice little jump in his year number 2 season, averaging 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's shooting the ball pretty well to start this season. So that is a positive thing. It looks like Keyshawn George has taken that year number 2 step as well. 16 points on 45% from 3 after the first 10 games of the season. CJ McCollum literally just dropped 40 last night. I don't know if 2K has it updated. They sure do. CJ had 40. He turned back the clock. Who the hell is he feeling like, man? Cam Whitmore, not so good. I also got my boy Trey Johnson, one of my favorite rookies in the NBA. I'm very high on Trey Johnson, and he's also nasty in 2K. Kispert, they got Bub Carrington, who's all right, and then you got like Bagels and all that, Marvin Bagley, Champagne, AJ Johnson. So if you like these rebuilds, you like these 2K videos, man, make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a sub, bro, because we are on the way to 10,000 subscribers, and I need y'all to hit that button for me, bro. I really do. All right, let's get into it. So like I said before, my main pieces of this video are going to be Alex Sarr. It's going to be Keyshawn George. I want to build around these guys. I want to build around Bilal. I want to build around Trey Johnson. Out of all the young guys, my least favorite, probably Bub Carrington, even though I do like him. It's not that I don't like him, he's just my least favorite. All right. As for the contract situations, right? Chris Middleton and CJ both on 1-year deals. Now, I do not believe either of these are a player option. I sure as hell hope so. No, Middleton's just straight up. They're both straight up. So no player options to worry about and nothing like that. Corey Kispert isn't a 4-year deal for $13 million. Now, I do like Corey Kispert in 2K, but I just don't know if he's going to be cracking the rotation for us today. I don't know. We got a lot of young guys that I want to give the minutes to. So the rotation 2K got right now, they got Kispert, Bub, Bagley, Trey Johnson, Cam Whitmore off the bench. You know, I would like to get AJ Johnson some run for sure. So that being said, I'm not gonna do some crazy trades to start this video off rip. We're gonna kind of just let the video go how it is. I might look to maybe move on from CJ or Middleton at the deadline or something like that. Maybe a Corey Kispert, somebody can use him at the deadline. But for now, I think we're just gonna rock with our team. I do want to mess with shot tendencies a little bit. Yeah, because Alex Sarr's is way too low. I mean, if you're watching Wizards games, Alex Sarr is definitely he's definitely taking a lot of shots. So we're gonna get up to an 80 touch and shot tendency for him. Same with Keyshawn George. Keyshawn George he got to be the main guys. You know what I mean? We'll go up to an 80 for him as well. McCollum can chill out a little bit on the shots. Bilal can take a few more of them things. Trey Johnson's at 90. I think that's kind of crazy. We'll bump that down a little bit. Bub Carrington can get up a little bit as well. We just want our young guys to take over is the main thing, right? We just want our young guys to just kind of lock in. Okay, so and then as for the pick situations go, we have a swap best with the Suns, Wizards, and then a swap with the Rockets, Thunder. I really don't know how these swaps work. I assume that we get the better pick from us in the Suns, and then we get the worst pick between the Rockets and the Thunder. I think that's how it works. And we have a shit ton of second round picks. Why the hell does this Wizards team have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Why the hell we got 5 second round picks, man? So I think we start off the video by trying to trade all these seconds for a first. Who do I think is going to be not a great team, but not a really bad team that we can trade for the first round pick? What about Sacramento? Could I somehow, some way get Sacramento's unprotected first round pick for all the second round picks that we got? I'll give you 3 second round picks. They're going to counter offer with Marvin Bagley, and they would give me Doug McDermott, and I'll get that first round pick. I'm doing this no-brainer. Easy ass trade off rip. We're trading 3 seconds in bagels for Sacramento's unprotected pick. Are you out of your mind? That's a done deal. We'll send Bagley back to the team that drafted him. Fine by me. All this really does is just open up more minutes for somebody else to get that 10th man spot. So that's dope. Now we got to mess with the minutes. So let's start by giving Trey Johnson all the minutes, the 6-man minutes. I need Trey Johnson to get like 26, 27 minutes a night, to be honest with you. I'm a big guy. I love him. Go 15 to all these guys. We'll go about 10 to AJ Johnson. Bub can get about 20. We'll go about 27 to CJ, I guess is fine. Sarr needs to get like 33. We'll go about 33 to Keyshawn as well, and I'll go about 32 to Bilal, and then we'll give one more to Sarr. So this is what the minutes is going to be looking like off rip. System Pro is going to be pretty bad. I don't really care. Like I said, I don't really care about this first year. We're going to go to the trade deadline. We're going to see where we're at, and we'll look to see what we do from there. Somehow we beat San Antonio, though. That's crazy. We also beat Memphis here. Keyshawn George been hooping. A lot of that. All right, we're at the trade deadline for this year number 1 season, and we're 11-38, so absolutely god awful. I would assume we're the worst team in basketball, and we are. So that is actually out loud. Memphis is the worst team in basketball. God damn it, Memphis got 10 wins. You got to assume that they're sellers, right? I mean, that is just crazy. Anyway, I'm going to test the trade market for CJ and them. Obviously, the expiring contracts are nice, but if a team's going to willing to give me a second round pick or even a first round pick, I would do that. The Pistons are offering me Duncan Robinson, who is on an expiring 1-year deal, who has a team option. I can just decline his team team option and get a free first round pick. So like something like that would be dope. So why not do this trade? We're going to be flipping CG at the deadline, sending him to a competing Detroit team for Duncan Robinson in the 2028 first round pick. So let's get this deal done. Beautiful. This is called asset management, something that my Miami Heat have no idea about, bro. We'll do the same thing for Middleton. If a team wants to give me a second first round pick for Chris Middleton, but I'm not going to do something like this, which just doesn't make any sense, because why would Brooklyn be trading a first round pick for Chris Middleton? That wouldn't happen. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a little bit reasonable. Okay. We can't find any trades for Chris Middleton, so that's fine. Anybody else we want to look to move at this deadline? I was going to say Kispert, but Kispert's a player that maybe we could keep on like draft night and then trade him on draft night, because he has a cheaper contract and he has 4 years on it. Or I could trade him for a first round pick now. I'm going to hold on for Corey Kispert for now. I think that's not bad. Could we send Duncan Robinson to like a third team? Kyle Anderson in a first round pick. Why would Utah trade for Duncan Robinson? Like I said, I'm trying to be nice here. You feel me? Yeah, I can't really find a Duncan Robinson trade, so we're not going to do that. So we kick out Duncan Robinson now. That gives the full-time starting point guard or shooting guard position and point guard position to Bub Carrington and Trey Johnson, which is absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love that. Quick checkup on the Kings. Are they bad? The Kings are actually a 3 seed. Come on, bro. They are not good. They just came out with a report yesterday that they said they're going to trade Zach LaVine and all these guys, and you're telling me they're 36-20? Come on, 2K? Oh, that pick's not going to be good then. Damn. That's tragic. Season is wrapping, Shea Gilgeous. Let's go blue. I'm feeling blue today, actually, matter of fact. Oh, matches. Oh, season is wrapping. SGA wins MVP. That's dope and everything. Like, VJ Edgecombe wins Rookie of the Year. I've done about 30,000 2K simulations in 2K26, and this is goddamn the first time I haven't seen Cooper Flagg win Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. Shout out VJ Edgecombe for stealing it. Sixth man of the year goes to Josh Hart. Wemby wins Depoy. Alex Sarr wins Most Improved Player. 18 points. 7.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, steal, 2.5 blocks a game. He shot 51, 34, 75 splits for Alex Sarr. Really improved season. The biggest thing about Alex Sarr this season, improved efficiency. That's what we want to see, because he had an atrocious season last year. I mean, absolutely atrocious. Marketing wins clutch player, and Chris Finch won coach of the year. All right, bet. All NBA first teams, all NBA second teams. Shout out my boy Bam Adebayo. Third team, Alex Sarr made all defensive second team. Let's go. That's lit. And then as for all rookie first team, we have my boy Trey Johnson. Beautiful, who averaged 14, 2 and 2 on 39% from 3. Really good shooting splits from Trey Johnson. That's why I love him in 2K. He's just amazing. We finished 17 wins. 17 wins, worst team in the NBA. And then as for Sacramento, they did finish the 60. So that's going to be like a 20-something pick. Let's take a look at stats for this first year. Obviously, you saw Sarr's stats. There was Keyshawn George up 7 points, 15, 7 and 2 on 48, 39, 75 splits for Keyshawn George. So I'm a big fan of him as well. Trey Johnson, you saw his stats. Chris Middleton, we don't care about you. Bilal Coulibaly is going to be a piece that I would like to keep around this video, but if his efficiency isn't that good and if he's not playing well, I'm going to have to trade him at some point. He comes in here 11, 5 and 3. Duncan Robinson, Bub Carrington gives you 9 points per game. No really upgrade from his last season. And then Whitmore's pretty trash. I'm going to move on from him probably as well. Obviously, we had the worst offense in the NBA. We had a bottom 6 defense, and we had the worst point differential at 12.8. So we are literally horrible. Let's sim this first playoffs and see who comes out on top. We gave Detroit CJ McCollum, and they're in the conference finals. They lose to the Knicks, and it's Mavs-Knicks in the NBA Finals. The Knicks win in 6 games, and Karl-Anthony Towns wins Finals MVP. All right, draft lottery is here. If you do play 2K, you do know when you have the top overall odds. Oh, that's the Grizzlies pick. Wait, is that Washington's pick? Oh, so we don't have our own first-round pick. Is that accurate in real life? Why do the Grizzlies have Washington's pick? Oh, no, we have our own pick. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm actually super confused. Do the Wizards have do we have our own pick? Anyway, we have the 5th pick. I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on. I don't have no idea what happened. Anyway, we're picking at 5, and then that Sacramento pick ended up being at 23, and then that swap pick with OKC was at 29. So we have 3 first-round picks. I don't know what's going on, but 3 first-round picks. All right, that's fine. All right, that being said, with pick 5, I think it's either we move up from pick 5 or we draft at 5. Now, you take a look at his team: Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George. You could grab Cam Boozer to play next to Sarr. I think that would be insane. Or we can go out and try to get the #1 pick to get Darren Peterson. Now, I think Darren Peterson on this team would be absolutely mad. Or Cam Boozer. It's literally one or the other. I haven't got Darren Peterson in a minute. How the does Denver have the first pick? I don't even know. I'll give Denver pick 5. They want our unprotected next year. Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. I'll give you pick 29. And then I'll give you both of our second-round picks. This is why we kept around Corey Kispert. They can't take on any money because they are the Denver Nuggets. That's not good. Okay, that's not good. They can't take on literally any money. All right. What about? Wow. Yeah, we really can't trade anything. Not even Will Riley. All right, we might have to give up our unprotected next year or trade for pick number 2 and hope that Darren Peterson doesn't go number 1. 1. I'm not giving them my unprotected in 2027. I'm not doing that. I'll look to trade up to pick 2 maybe and just hope and pray that he falls to 2. So I'll give you pick 5 for the Pelicans. And then can you take on Corey Kispert? You sure can. Pick 5 Kispert and Will Riley. I kind of like Will Riley. Can I get this done with both my seconds here? And I'll give you pick 29. Boom. All right, so we get that done there. We trade away pick 5 Corey Kispert, 2 seconds, and pick 29, and we move up to number 2 in the draft. Or I could go to the Denver Nuggets now and say, yo, I got pick 2. What would you take to move up to pick number 1? Because I'm a little worried they're going to draft Darren Peterson. They still want my Washington unprotected. You're not getting it. What about just second round picks? 2 second-round picks, 5 second-round picks to move up 1 spot. Oh my God, you guys are so annoying. I'll give you pick 23. I'll give you pick 23. I don't even care. I want Darren Peterson on that team now. Now I'm committed. Okay, now we got a deal. Pick 2, pick 23, and 4 second-round picks for number 1 overall in Zeke Naji. You got yourself a deal. Now we have the number 1 pick in the draft. I'm drafting Darren Peterson with the number 1 pick. We get Darren Peterson to play point guard for us, play shooting guard, whatever the hell it is. He's going to be a stud for us going forward. Funny enough, we actually have cap space too if I wanted to go out there and sign a Trae Young. So I could do that if I really wanted to, but I think that's a little freaky. Blub Carrington, I'm going to have Darren Peterson run point guard. Does he drop in overall if you move him down to the 2? He only drops down by 1. He's going to be my starting point guard. And then we got Bub. So we got 1, 2. We're going to have 3, 4. Probably going to trade Cam. And then 5, we need a backup small forward. We need a starting power forward. So we could definitely do that by looking at free agency. Jonathan Kuminga, I think could be a fun power forward for this team going forward. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's give Kuminga about $20 million. I'll give him 21. Give Kuminga $21 million, 3 years. I don't hate that. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't hate getting Kuminga here. We're going to give him a contract, and he is going to accept that. So we will sign Jonathan Kuminga for about $20 million a year. I think that's totally fine. And then he's going to fill in that starting power forward position. Now we just got to go get some backups, and we should be good to go. How much does Rui want? Rui wants about 10. I'll give Rui about 12. Let's bring Rui back to Washington, and he's going to come back, which is cool. I'll give Mitch about 11. Yeah, we'll give Mitch about 11 million a year. I don't hate getting Mitchell Robinson on the squad. We'll pick him up here. And I think that's going to do it for free agency. I didn't see who signed where. Trae Young went to the Nets and all that. That's cool. All right, play progression is here. Alex Sarr goes up by 2. Bilal Coulibaly jumps up by 4. Okay, Bilal, making it so I don't want to trade your ass. All right. Keyshawn only goes up by 1. Trey Johnson goes up by 6. Bub goes up by 5. Obviously, we moved Darren Peterson to point guard. Cam Whitmore goes up by 4. AJ Johnson's upgrades. Malachi Branham upgrades. Will Riley upgrades. We got a lot of young guys in this team. Our oldest player is what? Mitchell Robinson? Rui Hachimura? That's crazy. Okay, so starting lineup now is looking like Darren Peterson, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Kuminga, and Alex Sarr. We got Bilal, we got Bub, we got Rui, Cam Whitmore, and Mitch Rob off the bench. Let's sim this season. I think we're just gonna run it with how it is. I don't mind how it is now. I think that's pretty dope. Let's gonna mess with the minutes a little bit. I guess that's fine. We'll do something like that. Do something like this. System Pro, is there anything 4 stars? Now we're gonna stay balanced, I guess. A bunch of 80s on the team. Let's start simming. First game of the season is gonna be a win over the Lakers. Darren Peterson in his debut, 25, 9, and 5. That's why I went and got him, bro. We got our own first round pick this year. We got 2 seconds. I think we're gonna be pretty solid. Keyshawn George, let's go. Come on, let's sim about 20 games through. We're undefeated so far to start the season. What's dope about this team is, man, we got multiple people that can go out there and that can drop about shit. I don't even know. Yo, hold on. It's year number 2 with the Washington Wizards, and you guys sit here and tell me that we started off 11-0. Just lost a bunch of games after that, but hey, what a start to the season. Probably gonna be the top seed. Yeah, we're the 1 seed, only in year 2 with Washington. If that ain't dope, I don't know what is. I'm gonna see how boys are about the trade deadline. All right, well, we at the deadline. We 29-23, so not super bad. We got off to a really hot start. We cooled off a little bit. We are still the 5 seed, so I'll take a 5 seed in year number 1 with the Washington Wizards. That's dope. All right, let's take a look at stats here. A bunch of spread scoring is what it seems like it's gonna be. Darren Peterson leading you in his rookie year, 17, 7, and 6.5, a steal a game on 50 shooting, 50, 40, damn near 90 by 0.1 percentage in his rookie season. Who the hell does shit like that? 53, 41, 89 splits, bro. That is actually insane in his rookie year. Trey Johnson giving you 17, 2, and 3 on 50, 40, damn near 90 as well. So our backcourt is just chicken. Keyshawn giving you 15 as well. 50, 40, 84 splits, 44% from 3. You got Alex Sarr giving you 14, 6, and 3. Kind of came down a little bit. I'm expecting, you know, Alex Sarr to get up to that 20 point per game range, maybe. Maybe we could up his shot tendency a little bit and his touch tendency. Maybe that would help a little bit. I want him to be touching the ball more. He needs to be featured. Kuminga giving you 14. He's having a pretty solid year. Bilal giving you 13. If Bilal is going to do this is good efficiency for me to keep Bilal around. You know, 50% from the field, 34% from 3, 81 from the line. Like, I'll take that. You know what I mean? Bub Carrington, shooting the ball well. Per 36 numbers are really good. Rui Hachimura, solid. Cam Whitmore, solid. Okay, we're not playing too bad. Okay, team stats, our offense is still kind of mid, you know, middle of the pack offense, 17th best. And as for our defense, we actually have a top 11 defense, you know? That's not bad at all. We have a positive point differential at 2.9. So we're definitely headed in the right direction for sure. When is it time to go out there, make the move for the big time star? I'm not too sure. I think at some point when we go out there and decide to trade for that star player, probably going to involve somebody like Cam Whitmore, Probably going to involve somebody like Kuminga and a couple first-round picks, or extensions-wise, can't extend anybody, obviously. So I think we're just going to the end of the year. The odd man out right now is AJ Johnson, who's not in the rotation, which does kind of stink because I do like AJ Johnson. See what kind of trade value he has. I mean, I could get a first-round pick in Keon Johnson. Memphis is offering me Cedric Coward. Why would Memphis do this? Like, I could get a Mavericks unprotected in 29. Why would I do that? The Mavs are always good. I don't know. I think we're just going to hold on to him for now. Maybe we'll trade him in the offseason or something like that. Wemby wins MVP. Darian Peterson brings home Rookie of the Year for us. 18, 7, and 7. He finishes 50, 40. He does not finish 50, 40, 90, 88 splits for Darian Peterson. But elite year, number 1 season for our guy. And you got Dame winning 6-man, Wemby winning DPOY, most improved Reed Shepard. Devin Booker wins Clutch Player, and Jason Kidd wins Coach of the Year. All right, bet. Zion making first team back on top. 29 a game. He's turned his career around. Shout out to Zion. Second team, third team. Okay. Obviously, he makes all rookie first team, so that's dope. But let me tell y'all what. We finished 50 wins in the Eastern Conference at the number 1 seed, 50 and 32 in the Eastern Conference. We land 50 wins, bro. That's absolutely phenomenal as the Washington Wizards. Really bad road record. We're damn near 500 on the road, but at home, we're really, really good. I would like another big in the rotation for the playoffs. I'm probably going to be cutting out Cam Whitmore for the playoffs. Final look at player stats. You saw all these guys. Trey Johnson up to 17 points in his year number 2 season. He finished 50, 40, 90, which is dope. And then the rest of the guys saw all them, got up to 16 points after we messed with his tendencies. Kuminga, George, Koulibaly, he finished the season shooting pretty good, like I said before. All right, let's hop into the playoffs, man. Round number 1 against the Chicago Bulls. Definitely a series I think we can win. They got Giddey, they got Kobe White, Buzelis, Porzingis, they brought in KP. Gonna be a tough series. I think we can beat them though. Game number 1 is gonna go to us. Sar, 26 points. Bub Carrington, 20 and 5. Darren Peterson, almost a triple-double. Game number 2, also going to be a Wizards victory. Darren Peterson leading us. Okay, bet. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. And can we get out in 4 games? No, we cannot. Can we get out in 5 games? Yes, we can. So, round 1 goes pretty smoothly, honestly, to take out the Chicago Bulls. Round number 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We all know the Cavs. This is going to be a tough series. Game number 1 against Cleveland is going to go to us, though. Trey Johnson gives you 28, Darren Peterson 27, Alex Sarr 25 and 10. Game number 2 going to go to Cleveland. They do get that one done. We lose by 30 points. Really bad game from Darren Peterson. He shot 5 for 24. Jesus Christ. Can we go up 2-1 in the series? Yes, we can. Beautiful Bilal gives you 30 points. Can we go up 3-1? No, we cannot. So we have a big-time game 5 here. And we're going to simcast game 5 because this is a big-time game, bro. This is a big-time game against a contending team that's been there before. You know what I mean? We got to see how we really play against these top contending teams in the Eastern Conference. We have a very close game here, but we do pull away in the 4th quarter. End up winning by 20 points. And it's another Trey Johnson game, who's having an incredible playoff run so far. All right, game 6 here. We might have a conference finals appearance in just year number 2 for the Washington Wizards. It's another close game here. 5-point game, 3-point game. And I guess we can hop into this 4-point game. All right, so it's a 4. All right, so we're up by 4 with 2:30 left in the game in Cleveland. We have a chance to go to the conference finals with a win. Donovan Mitchell working on Darren Peterson. Euro step is no good. Rebound goes to Koulibaly. Bilal's got a good matchup here. I would like to see him attack that. Darren Peterson wing 3 is no good. Rebound Mobley. DG with the ball, pushing it up pace. He got Alex Sarr on him. Ball down to Evan Mobley. He's got the mismatch. Mobley takes a fadeaway midi and he sticks that. Bub with the ball over to Trey Johnson. Down to Bub. Bub with the floater and he gets that to go. We go back up by 4. Donovan Mitchell down to Evan Mobley. Why are we having Trey Johnson guard Evan Mobley? That is just way too easy. We got to make some substitutions or some shit. We got Trey Johnson at the 4. I mean, like, what are we talking about? Did Rui Hachimura foul out of something? Where's Kuminga at? Like, can we get some subs in the game, please? Darren Peterson with the ball. Darren Peterson, 15 on the shot clock, attacking Donovan Mitchell. He's got all the confidence in the world. 2-point game, 5 on the shot clock. Darren Peterson got to make something happen here. Over to Alex Sarr. Good bucket, bro. Damn, Sarr. Minute left in the game. We just got to hold on to it. They keep going to this Evan Mobley shit, bro. We got to figure this out. Mobley goes up and he's going to finish again. I got to get some subs in. All right, minute left. No timeouts left. They didn't got the subs in. They got Keyshawn in the game. They subbed in Kuminga, so a little bit more size now. Darren Peterson attacking Darius Garland downhill. He got Alex Sarr wide open on the slip. That's easy. We got a little bit of size down there with Kuminga. I still don't love that matchup, but he's a little bit stronger. It's still too easy for Evan Mobley. Kind of needs some size, bro, at that power forward position. Maybe we'll look to do that in the offseason. It seems like it's a clear need of ours. Alex Sarr can't do it all himself. Darren Peterson gets the step down to Alex Sarr, and he's going to be able to finish that. And that should be the closing bucket. Evan Mobley over to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, step back midi is no good. Rebound Mobley. Mobley for 3. Darius Garland got a clean look at it. He misses. Rebound Keyshawn George. And that is going to be the game. So year 2 with Washington. they end up in the conference finals to play the New York Knicks, man. You can't really ask for a much better start than this. The Knicks won 47 games. They got their lineup of Brunson, Bridges, OG, Towns, and Gershon. All right, game number 1 of the conference finals is going to go to Washington. We win by 20. Alex Sarr drops 32 and 11 in a horrible game from Karl Anthony Towns, only scoring 11 points. Game number 2 also going to go to the New York Knicks. Trey Johnson drops 40. No one really shows up besides Trey Johnson, and we lose that one. Can we not go down 2-1? And we do go down 2-1. Unfortunately, Brunson goes for 36. Big game 4, and we drop down 3-1. That's unfortunate, as we probably going to be getting eliminated here in this series. You're not going to make a 3-1 comeback against the New York Knicks, or maybe you will. Looks like you are going to be able to force game 6, though, at least. So that's not bad. Trey Johnson has really been the leading scorer in these playoffs. Let's simcast game 6. I mean, if you force 6, anything is possible. If you can get to 7, anything is possible. It is a close game. Knicks do pull away in that 4th, and it looks like we are going to be getting eliminated in 6 games in the conference finals. But hey, year 2, I will take it. I will definitely take it in year 2. We're going to see a lot of progression in the offseason. You won 50 games in year number 2. Minnesota goes on to win the whole thing. Ant wins finals MVP. LeBron, CP, KD, PG, and Russ all make the Hall of Fame. Draft lottery is here. We do not have any lottery picks. Golden State ends up with the first pick in the draft. Our pick ends up being at 25. Brian Keefe has decent ratings as a head coach, so I'm going to keep him around for now. Team looks really young, really good on a paper, bro. Like, our whole rotation is like less than 24 years old. All right, NBA draft here. We'll see who's here at pick 24, pick 25. Looking to get maybe a small forward. Bryson Howard, Tyrone Riley, Sadiq White. This Tyrone guy's got all-star ceiling, so we'll draft him, Tyrone Riley. All right, so we walk out of here with Tyrone Riley in a few seconds. I think this year 3 season is the season where we could go out there and try to make that big-time splash for that big-time player. I am going to have to pay Bilal Coulibaly $30 million if we want him on the squad. I am going to give him that option. I will be paying him $30 million. We're going to let Cam Whitmore go. I think we maybe look to go get that power forward. I think we maybe go look to get a power forward here who's going to come in here and kind of be a core size guy next to Alex Sarr in the front court. Somebody like Jaren Jackson Jr. who's not going to take away from everybody else, but kind of just play stout defense. Maybe Bam could be that option for Miami. No teams are really rebuilding here in the offseason. Let's see if we can get to Bam money-wise. I know he's probably making around $50 million. It would probably have to come with Kuminga here, and then we would have to make up 30 million still. So it would probably be Kuminga, it'd be Rui Hachimura, and it would be Mitchell Robinson as a framework to get Bam. You're trading 3 rotational guys away for Bam Adebayo. They're gonna say no off rip. I'll be willing to throw in Will Riley here, who has some decent trade value as well. We'll throw in Will Riley, and they're gonna do that without having to give up any picks at all. That is pretty insane. So we end up getting Bam for Kuminga, Rui, Mitchell Robinson, and Will Riley. Bam is 30 years old. He is our oldest player, but he becomes our best player now. As for the rest of the team, I think we're going to be good off that. I could look to go get a backup power forward, backup center. I think we need to get a backup center now because we lost some depth after trading for Bam. So I see Isaiah Stewart here. I'm going to give him the mid-level at about $9 million. We're going to bring in Beef Stew. I'm also going to sign Josh Hart here. What we're going to do with Josh Hart is going to go and we're going to make him a small forward. And then we're going to move Josh Hart, probably look to do a sign and trade with Josh Hart to go get that backup power forward to play behind Bam. So Josh Hart, I'll throw him in with like Zeke Naji, and we'll see if we can get a power forward here. Not seeing a power forward, but I am seeing a Golden State unprotected in 28 and a Golden State unprotected in 29. I'm going to sure as hell do this trade for Josh Hart, and we'll pick that up for sure. Giannis signs with the Brooklyn Nets. Steph Curry goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. Some interesting stuff here. A lot of green in player progression. Bam does drop down by 1, which is fine, but we see Alex Sarr going up by 1. Trey Johnson goes up by 4. Darren Peterson goes up by 6. Bilal's up. Keyshawn's up. Bub's up by 2, AJ's up by 3. So you really got your centered core around these guys, which is nice. So now with this lineup now, you're looking at Darren Peterson, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Bam and Sarr. Bam and Sarr is the best defensive front court in the league, and it's not even close in my opinion now. You have coming off the bench Bilal, you have Bub, you have AJ Johnson, you got Beef Stew, and we are still looking for that backup small forward. Now what we can do actually is we can move Bilal to a small forward. Now Bilal is actually going to slide into the starting lineup. I like that a little bit better defensively. Now Keyshawn's going to come off the bench. So we have a backup point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And I could go and get either one of the other power forward center to play that 10th man spot. Just for now, we'll send in Scottie Pippen. We'll send out Jabari Walker, and we'll see if we can get either a power forward center. Don't hate getting Josh Minot here. We're also getting a first round pick, sending over Pippen and Walker. Josh Minot can come and give you a little bit more size at that power forward position. I like his rebounding as well. So we'll pick up Josh Josh Minot to give us those 10th man minutes, which is dope. System Pro, we're going to be rocking 4 stars balanced. It pretty much fits everyone perfectly. And let's get into simming. We won 50 games last year. We added Bam to the roster. So I definitely think we can be better this year than 50 wins. We do start out 0-3, which is not a great start to the season. I don't like that at all. But I think as we progress onto the season, we'll start to get our wins up and stuff like that. All right, well, it took us a minute to kind of get going. We started 8-9, and then we proceeded to go on a big time winning streak in December where we really hit our groove. So we're 20-10, 30 games into the season, which is the 2 seed still. So we're starting to pick up some big time wins. Let's go to the trade deadline. All right, so we're at the trade deadline and we're 36-12. So 36-12 is going to put us at the 1 seed, 4 games up, or 4 losses up, I guess, on Atlanta here. Still a little bit back on Dallas though, but again, we're a really good, actually a better road team than we are a home team this year. And it's funny because we started off 8-9, like I said, we only lost 3 games since, so it's February like 3rd. We've only lost 3 games since November 22nd, which is absolutely mad. We had a crazy month of January and December here. As for player stats, it's Darren Peterson leading you, 20 points, 7.5, 8.5. He's doing everything on the court, shooting insane efficiency. The free throws down a little bit, which is kind of strange, but he's been hooping. Trey Johnson, again, 17 points on 50, 40, 90, just elite player. Alex Sarr is still only 22 years old, which is actually insane. Still giving you some solid numbers. Bam, shooting 40% from 3. He's just going to be a solid glue guy. This is kind of what I wanted here for Bam. Bilal still giving you 13. Keyshawn George giving you 13. Bub is having a really good season efficiently wise. AJ Johnson's playing well. Josh Minot's playing well. So the whole team really is playing well. As for contract extensions, I can get Bam re-signed right now for $36 million. I think I'll give him 3 years, 34. Can we do 3 years, 34 for Bam? He's going to accept that. So we get him locked up, ready to go. I do have to pay all these guys in the offseason. So we're going to be monitoring the hard cap situation. That could be a little sketchy when we get a little later into this. We have a top 6 offense right now in the NBA. Our defense is number 3, and we have the second best point differential at 11.6. So we're definitely a top team in the NBA. I don't think any trades need to be made at this point. I really like our rotation. I like how we're playing. Maybe look to package together, maybe Beef Stew and Josh Minot for a either center or power forward going in, just so we can cut it down to the playoffs into like a 9-man. I know I'm chatting. I need to shut the hell up. My fault. Preferably a center. Like, honestly, Isaiah Hartenstein for the long run would not be too bad. Like, you're trying to make a finals push. You go out there and you get iHeart to kind of bang down low with those minutes in the playoffs. I honestly like this trade a lot. I'm going to be doing this. Beef Stew, Minot in a second for iHeart. I think that's a good trade. For the rest of the season. We're going to cut this down to 9. Let's start to ramp up a little bit for the playoffs. I like this rotation a lot. All right, year 3 is a wrap. Wemby goes back-to-back MVPs. Miko wins Rookie of the Year on Golden State. Caleb Wilson 6-man. Wemby wins DPOY. Dash Daniels wins Most Improved. Shea wins Clutch Player. And the Spurs actually wins 65 games. So that's tough. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. We do have our first All-NBA guy in Darren Peterson making it in year number 2, which is just crazy. He's just a stud. We finished 7 games better than we did last year. So we went 50 games last year, 57 wins this year. Almost 60 wins, which is dope. So we are the 1 seed. One more look at stats if you did want to see. This is what they looked like. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in double figures, which is crazy. Crazy to have 8 guys in double figures. Our rebound leader was Bam. Assist leader was Darren Peterson. So we're really hooping for sure. Finished with offense dropped down to 8. Defense at 5 now, and now we have the 4th best differential. So we kind of got worse after the deadline, which is it's a little concerning, but it's all right. First round, we have the Brooklyn Nets, who have Yegor, Cam Thomas. I mean, they have Giannis they signed, but Giannis ain't gonna help that Brooklyn team to get a championship. Unfortunately, we're gonna be able to sweep them in round number 1. Round 2, we have the Orlando Magic. They got their same exact team. Desmond Bane is regressing now, so that's not gonna work out for them. They do take game to 1, but I'm really not worried about it. Maybe I should be, as they go up 2-0 on us. Game number 1, we lost by 3, and then game number 2, Paolo gave Bam 40. All right, this is a huge game 3, and we're gonna drop down 3-0. Wow, that is that's crazy. Orlando won 43 games. They were barely 500, and we're about to get swept by the Orlando Magic in year number 3. We're not gonna win this series because we're not gonna come back from 0-3. That's just not gonna happen. We do get that win right there, but I'm just absolutely in shock. That's absolutely crazy that the Magic are going to go up 3-0 on us. I mean, we can try to make a comeback, but it's not going to happen. We do get 2 games in a row, but you can get 2 games in a row. I promise you we ain't going to get 4. You know what I mean? I promise we ain't going to get 4 wins in a row. You know, we have a hot start here in the second half of this game, the first half of this game. It's a close one, back and forth when the Magic are pulling away. Very back and forth game. We'll hop in here with a minute left or 2 minutes left. Down by 1, 2:12 left to go. Magic have the ball. It's in Orlando. This is game 6. Suggs gets the top of the key 3 off rip, and he's going to miss that. Rebound goes to AJ Johnson. I wonder what it is that the Magic are causing us so much problems times in this semifinals. Ball swings over to Darren Peterson all the way. Darren Peterson over to Bam. Bam's going to take the step through, and he's going to get that to go. We go up by 1. Jace Richardson with the ball. Anthony Black gets the screen from Jace Richardson, and he takes a fadeaway 3. No good. Rebound. Bam dives for it. Good hustle, boy. Minute 30 left. We up by 1. Darren Peterson attacking Anthony Black. Step through on Anthony Black. Kicks it over to Bam. Bam is going to get him jumping. Bam's got to go up, and he finishes around the rim. We're up by 3. We got to make this work with Paulo. They got no Paulo and Franz, and we got to take this lead and run with it. Jace Richardson goes up. He's going to miss. He gets his own rebound. Keon Ellis takes the... He's not going to take the 3. Kicks it over to Anthony Black. 3 on the shot clock. He's got to put something up. Darren Peterson, good D. Anthony Black over to Keon Ellis. Misses it. Bam has been all over the place. Ball down to AJ Johnson, who dunks it. And we should be getting out of here with a win. We're up by 5 with 50 seconds left. And we are going to get the win right there. Beautiful. Here we go, guys. Game 7 of the NBA I was going to say the NBA Finals. Game 7 to make a 3-0 comeback. We're here. We just got to get it done. And we're down by 10 in the 4th quarter. Oh my God, bro. It's a close ass game. We have the lead, 6-point lead, 4-point lead. And we are going to pull away. We make the 3-0 comeback. The Washington Wizards get it done. Bad shooting right from Sar, it doesn't matter. Conference finals, back-to-back seasons against the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero, DJ Wagner, Jaime Kuminga, and Derek Lively. I don't know how this team made it, but they did. They got Wiggs off the bench in them. This Miami team won 44 games, so we're definitely better. Game number 1 is going to go to us. We get it done. Game number 2 does go to us. We go up 3-0, and we're going to be sweeping the Miami Heat in the conference finals to go to the NBA Finals in year number 3 to play the Dallas Mavericks. They just fired Nico Harrison. Here they are. Kyrie, Hardy, Flag, AD, and Nick Vucevic is a nice little team right there. Off the bench, they got MPJ, Gafford, and Christie. It's a good team. Really good team. Game number 1 does go to Washington. We win by 11 points. Trey Johnson is leading us, bro. He's our best player. I'm not even gonna lie. Game number 2 is gonna go to Washington again. Alex Sar, they only scored 76 points, bro. We are defensive masterclass. Go up 3-0, and we do. We go up 3-0 in this series, and the Washington Wizards no, hell no. We win in 6 games in Washington. I got nervous there for a second. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. The Washington Wizards are back on top NBA champions in 3 years. Darren Peterson wins finals MVP. It's only year 2 for Darren Peterson, and he won finals MVP. Shout out to the guys, though. Shout out to Trey Johnson for getting it done to us. NBA finals stats. It was Sar, Trey Johnson, Peterson, Bam. Bam was a big time acquisition here. And this Wizards team is on top in 3 years, man. I mean, beautiful stuff here. I was not expecting to get a ring in 3 years. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And not only that, with the same core we already got. Draft lottery is here, and that Golden State pick's in the top 5. We also have a Detroit pick at pick 13. We'll see where these end up. We do end up going up to 4 actually in the draft. So we're picking at 4, we're picking at 13, and we're picking at 27. And this draft's got a bunch of good players. You got Marcus Spears, you got Lincoln Cosby, you got CJ Rosser. So maybe we would look to move up to maybe pick 2. I think pick 2 could be a good spot for us. Move up a few spots, make sure we get one of those really good small forward options. I think that's the play. All right, so we'll give you pick 4, and then we'll give you pick 13, and then we'll give you 2 seconds and fill it out with a future second, and they get it done. So we barely move anything, and we move up to pick 2 in the draft. Let's see who we can grab here at pick 2. Number 1 overall pick is going to be Marcus Spears Jr., which leaves me a pretty easy choice here to grab CJ Rosser, who has Hall of Fame potential. I think that's a pretty easy pickup. He's 6'10 small forward out of Kentucky. That's a no-brainer for me. We're getting CJ Rosser. He comes in here at 80 overall, which is just dope. We got a lot of guys to pay, though. It starts by getting the guy by the name of Alex Sar back to the team for $36 million. And we're going to match his contract he's going to get. We also have to pay Keyshawn. We also have to pay Bub. Bub only wants $15 million. I can swing that for Bub. And then Keyshawn also only wants about $14 million. We're going to get all 3 of them back, hopefully, and we do. So we get all 3 of our guys back, and we have a mid-level to give out. So let's take a look at our team. We got 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. I could use a backup shooting guard. I'll bring in Brandon Boston here for the mid-level exception. And then I need that backup shooting guard, so we'll throw Brandon Boston in with Cole Anthony and see if we can get that full-time shooting guard. Casey Wallace is going to pop up right here, and that's an immediate trade for me. And we get a first-round pick. Casey Wallace is an absolute stud, so we'll be picking him up. Jokic shines with the Kings. You see Luka going over to the Bucks. Steph Curry goes to the Lakers. But we got more green. Trey Johnson's our best player now. Darren Peterson also up by 3. Alex Sar goes up by 2. Keyshawn does drop. But our team looks really, really good heading into this season. We'll see if we can go back-to-back. All right, into year number 4 with this rotation of Darren Peterson, Trey Johnson, Bilal, Bam. We got Bub off the bench with Keyshawn, Casey Wallace, and CJ Rosser and Isaiah Hartenstein. We're going to have to pay Trey. We're going to have to pay Darren after this year. Besides that, everyone's under contract. We're sitting at 4 stars balanced once again. First game of the season. season is a dub. I don't know, man. This team's really balanced, bro. We won 57 games last year. We'll see what we can get out to this year. Let's see how we start. 11-2 to start. I'm hoping to get to 20. 20-5 is the ideal start. If you get to 20-5, you kind of know you're going to be at that top 2 seed in the East. That's exactly what we start, 20-5, and we are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, 1 seed in the whole entire NBA. All right, deadline again is here. We're 37-16, top team in the East. I expect this to kind of break away, you know, be like a really dominant team. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I mean, we're just a really solid team, to be honest with you, which is fine. Stats again, everyone is just spread scoring. Sar is actually leading us this year with 19 points, and then you have Darren still doing his thing, Trey Johnson, Bam still doing his thing, Keyshawn, Bub. I mean, it's literally the same thing from last year. Everyone's hooping. The rookie's putting up a decent stat line in his rookie season. I don't think there's really much to do with this deadline. I mean, you could go out there and maybe make a big time package, throw it something like you throw out like a Bilal Coulibaly, who you're paying a lot of money to score 11 points per game. You throw him in with like Isaiah Hartenstein in a first round pick. Like, could you get a top player in the NBA? Franz Wagner would be really cool. And Tyrone Stokes. Holy shit, that's crazy. I could go get J-Dub. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This trade right here is insane. You get Tyrone Stokes, who is the number 10th pick in the draft, and you're gonna get Franz Wagner. Oh, I don't want to trade Bilal, bro, but damn, Franz would be so tough, bro. All right, I think we can get this deal done. All right, we're sending Bilal Coulibaly out. I don't know if this is the right trade, by the way. I really don't. We're sending out Bilal, Hartenstein, 3 firsts, and Ty Jerome for Stokes and Franz Wagner. I don't know if that's the right trade to do. I don't know if we even needed to make that trade, but we brought in Franz Wagner here. That's disgusting. I'll keep it a buck. That's actually filthy. Now, we do have 3 small forwards on our bench. I think this could make Keyshawn George expendable, especially for a center that we kind of need in the rotation in Derek Lively. So we're switching a lot of things up, man. Swap first round picks, go out there and get Derek Lively for Keyshawn George. Now, I know we just won with this core. We just made some big time moves. Let's see y'all boys at the end of the year. Victor Wembanyama MVP again. Nathan Solomon Rookie of the Year. Trae Young 6 man on Golden State. That's down bad for Trey. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Spurs won Coach of the Year again. That's dope and everything like that, but like, we're too tough, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're too tough. Darren Peters makes 3rd team again. 19, 6, and 8 in the number 3 season for Darren. So he's still hooping, bro. The guy's still young as hell. Like, you gotta forget, bro. Like, or you gotta remember, bro. Like, our team's still young as hell. We won 60 games. So the best season so far. 1 game back on San Antonio. Heading into the playoffs, I mean, this team looks absolutely insane. Franz actually led us in points with Darren and Sar. All averaged 19. Trey was there with 17. Bam. Stokes came in here, gave you 12. CJ Rosser 6. So team's calm. Team stats wise, we have a top 7 offense in the NBA down here. Defense is top 4. And we have the 2nd best point differential. So we're a really good team. Orlando in round 1. They got Bilal. It's a revenge series for Bilal and Franz, to be honest with you. They almost fried us last year. We do get game number 1. I mean, I see no reason why we need to worry about the first round of the playoffs. We're going to be sweeping Orlando. Round 2 against Miami. We swept them last year. They added Cam Whitmore because we're all scared of Cam Whitmore and Jonathan Kuminga, right? I mean, please, let's be real. We're going to be winning in 5. Conference finals against the 3-seeded Toronto Raptors. They have Bennett, Sturts, RJ, Ingram, Scotty, and Mogbo. So pretty much their same team. Should be a breeze though. They do take game 1. Interesting right there. Game number 2, I mean, like, Toronto, bro. The Raptors, guys. This team right here with Liam McNeely coming off the bench. Sometimes 2K really just does not make any sense, bro. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? You're down 3-0 to this team right here? Sometimes 2K makes you sit back and think, really, what the hell is wrong with the game? Because why are you losing to a shitty ass Toronto Raptors team who got Liam McNeely getting big time minutes in a conference finals? I mean, like, bro, it's Liam McNeely, bro. Like, that dude is trash. Anyway, we're probably going to be getting dropped off here, and we get eliminated by the Toronto Raptors in 5 games. I mean, I don't know, bro. That's funky, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's some funky ass shit. Conference finals, I mean, we hooped. We straight up hooped too. I don't know what it was. Whoever wins, whoever comes out of the West is gonna fry. I mean, they're gonna get swept. They win in 7 actually, and Coop wins finals MVP, but I can't believe we just lost that series, man. That's really disappointing. I thought we were going to go back-to-back with Washington. Unfortunately, that's not the case in year 4. All right. Well, I'd like to get another one before I end this video because we got too many young guys, too much young talent on this team to kind of fumble at. We have the 6th pick in the draft. I feel like we do have a lot of first-round picks, though, and we only have 1. I'm bugging. I think I'm going to fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to bring back Brian Keefe. I was going to fire him anyway. Let's see if we can bring in, like, Spo or something like that. We can't get either of them, unfortunately. I'll bring in the coach that just beat us in Darko, and we're going to be getting Darko. 6th pick in the draft here. It's auto-generated. I'm not really too sure who these guys are. I see a guy with all NBA, Archie Elliott here, 6'10", 22-year-old. I guess we'll draft him. That's fine. Got to pay Trey Johnson here, the big bucks. He is restricted. He's gonna be getting a lot of money, and he is going to come back to the team. So our cap sheet probably looking crazy right now, and it is. Yeah, that's crazy. Nothing really changes here in free agency. Denver does get LaMelo though, which is interesting. And we're into player progression again. We're going to see a bunch. Oh my God, this guy went up 7. This is why I went out and got this man with the number 2 overall pick. 87 overall. Franz goes up 1, Sar goes up 2. So, but you have 2 90s now. Your backup small forward is an 87, which is crazy. You still got Bub going up. All right, so now your lineup's looking like, all right, so now the lineup is looking like Peterson, Trey, Franz, Bam, and Sar. CJ Rosser, Bub, Derek Lively, Stokes, Case, and Wallace. We're looking at 4 stars balanced. I'm surprised we're not 4.5 stars or even 5 stars. How are we not 5 stars if everybody in the system is damn near perfect? I don't really understand that. Let's get into Simmons once again. I mean, we destroyed the Lakers in the first game of the season. I think we're gonna have a bounce back year. We won 60 games last year, so I mean, we've gotten better each and every season, but I can't believe we lost in the conference finals to Toronto. So we'll see where we're at the end of the year. All right, so each year goes by, we continue to get better. We're 43-9, which is our best personal record of the video, but it's somehow Atlanta is 44-7 with this sorry ass team. I just want to let it be known, if we lose to Atlanta in this conference finals or wherever we play them in the playoffs, I'm ending the video. The whole team is in literally the whole rotation is in double digits besides Derek Lively. Darren Peterson and him are both shooting 50, 40, 90. Sar is still amazing, getting better. Franz is good. Bam is good. Bub is good. CJ's good. Stokes is good. How many times can you say good in a sentence? I don't even know. We have the second best offense in the NBA. We have a top 3 defense. And we have the best points differential at 18 point times. So that shows me that we are the better team than the Atlanta Hawks. They're fake. Contract wise, we're gonna give Franz a big ol' extension, I guess. I'm not really loving that, but 45 million. I guess we just gave Franz Wagner 45 million. Wembanyama wins MVP like another season in a row. We had the best season so far, winning 68 games with Mr. Darko. That's kind of fire. Mr. Darko, and I ain't talking about Donnie. Y'all ain't hip to that movie. I don't know what to tell y'all. 21 points, 6 and 9 assists for Mr. Darren Peterson. Shot 60 damn near 40, 87, 40. I can't even talk. 88 splits. This man's a hooper in year number 4. Dallas also won 63 games, but Atlanta won 65 games. We're 3 games better. I think we should no doubt win. I mean, we got 4 90s in the starting 5, damn near 5 with Bam, and then damn near 5, 6 off the bench with CJ Rosser. So this team is absolutely disgusting. What really more do I need to go over with y'all? You feel me? We just got to get a championship at this point. I don't care to look at any rosters until we get to the conference finals, man. We sweep round number 1. New York's a breeze. We go, yo, 2K, they won 51 games, man. Bro, this team is ass, bro. It's the New York Knicks, man. I got 5 90s in the starting 5. You gonna sit here and tell me, yo, 2K, I'm not playing, bro. I'm not, yo, y'all, I promise you, if we lose this video, I'm ending the video. On everything I love, if we lose this year, I'm ending the video. I got my 2 cats. I got my girlfriend. I got a nice crib we live in. I'm ending the video if we lose this series. I love it all. I love everything I just mentioned. But I promise you, I'm ending the video if we lose this series. So you better not play with me, bro. I'm not losing no damn Knicks team, bro. The damn New York Knicks team, bro. What the hell you think this is, huh? Thank you. Blow them boys out. Sometimes you got to get aggressive with Ronnie because he be listening and he don't like when he gets big. Ronnie doesn't like that. So that's what you got to do. We're playing good basketball. We have the Atlanta Hawks team who have a 79 overall starting as point guard and an 80 overall starting as center. If we don't fry this team, 2K, they got 65 wins, but I don't believe it. You know what I mean? We got Franz Wagner. Did you not see him hooping last night? Okay, I got some. Hold up. So we gonna beat that team in 5 games. The team that won 65 games, but we can't. You know what? Yeah, Dallas in the NBA Finals, man. They won 63 games. Now, this is a series I could understand us losing because it's the Dallas Mavericks. At the end of the day, it's Cooper Flagg, you feel me? And Bruce Ball. He's tough. Anyway, man, game number 1 of the series is going to go to Dallas. Please don't go down 2-0. And we go down 2-0. We're going to go down 3-0. Can we tie to 2s? Yes, we can. All right, we're back in it. Sometimes you just got to have a little bit of confidence. Now we can simcast game 5. As long as it's a close series, let me lose, but let me hop into it. Like if I'm finna lose, like let it be in the game. You feel me? I got to see what goes on. We are going to be able to get game 6 though, hopefully. And we do pull away in the 4th quarter. We win by 3. And led by Darren Peterson. We got 1 more game to win the finals. Looks like we are going to have game 7 here unless we can have a miracle comeback in this 4th quarter, which we low-key kind of do. But Dallas is going to pull away and we got a game 7. All right, cutting this down to a 6-man rotation. Yeah, we're just playing our 6 guys, all the minutes in the world. And here we go, game 6 of the NBA Finals. Who is going to come out on top? Is it going to be us? Is it going to be them? I really hope it's not them. It's a really back and forth game. Dallas does have the lead. And we're down by 16. Oh my goodness gracious. We lose by 20 points in the NBA Finals. Great. I love Dallas, man. Dallas is so dope. 68 wins for no reason. Yay. Dallas Mavericks. It's not like they just fired their general manager or anything. weak ass team. You telling me that RJ Barrett and you can't be glazing Cooper Flagg this much, bro. I'm going 1 year. I can't just get one more champion. I can't get one championship with this team. That's embarrassing. Darko, you know, you won 68 games, buddy, but you kind of shit the bed in the NBA Finals. Listen, we had a top pick in the draft here. We end up picking this guy at pick 8, which is cool. I do got to sign Darren Peterson, and he's going to get a matched offer, so that's cool. That's the only guy we got to sign here, and we're going to get him back. So I think this is the offseason where we trade Bam, possibly. You know, he's 33. He's getting up there in age. I think we should move on from him, you feel me? Evan Mobley, come home to me. Make up $3 million. We'll give you my boy Terrence Dawkins. Actually, he's a shit stain. Let's go sign somebody real quick. Tell me I won't get Evan Mobley right now. Give you Bam Adebayo. We will give you my boy Archie Goodwin. Shout out Archie Goodwin. That's a good pull. Matter of fact, I'll give you Tyron Stokes. I'll give you Rui Hachimura, and I'll give you Jamal Shed. That's a big ass package right there. I give you 1 first-round pick. I give you 2 first-round picks. Oh my God. We just did the deal of the century. Bam, Stokes, and a bunch of players and a bunch of picks, and we land Evan Mobley on the squad. He's a 93 overall. If you tell me here that this roster isn't going to win the NBA Finals, I swear to God. Green. CJ Roster is our second best player at a 92 overall. He came out of nowhere, and he's a stud. How are we still 4 stars balanced? Can somebody explain this to me? How this is 4 stars when our whole thing is perfect? We won 68 games last year. No team should beat us. This is an 82-0 team. I promise you. Let's watch it together. Undefeated throughout the whole entire series. Who will be the first team to beat? Okay, we lose back-to-back games. You know what? Whatever. Waba Yaba wins 4 MVPs in a row. We won 74 games. We keep getting better, baby. And it's because of this man right here, Mr. Darren Peterson, who's a stud, man. If Dallas thinks they gonna beat us, I have I got a harsh reality for them. They ain't gonna win shit. This Wizards team's actually disgusting. I mean, just on paper. I mean, what the hell is this team? What the hell is this team? Anyway, stats on the year. It was Darren Peterson. It was Trey Johnson, funny enough, who is a Wizard homegrown guy who is just a stud, and then Alex Sarr, Franz Mobley, Rosser, and you know, the whole entire team. I mean, what really is there to talk about? Best offense in the league, best defense in the league, 21-point differential. I'm gonna sleepwalk my way to the NBA Finals. If the Knicks beat us right here, I'll crash out. Okay, we're in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. Cooper Flagg, if you beat this team right here, boy, let me tell you what, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. I will just hang it up to you. Bow down to Cooper Flagg if we lose and we win in 5 games. Darren Peterson wins his second Finals MVP of the video. Now, listen, I was going to stop it right here. I think 3 rings. You've got to get 3 rings. And since we have just been getting better every single season, I see no reason why we ain't gonna win next year. We just got the top 5 pick in the draft once again. 3 rings are the goal in every one of these little dynasty type, you know, build this team into a dynasty type rebuild. You got to always get 3 championships. That's like the main goal. Now, I'm gonna trade Franz Wagner, and I'm gonna do this trade package right here. Dame Sarr, or Dame Sarr, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and Alperen Şengün. I think that's pretty OD. For 1 final year to get 1 final championship, why not go do that deal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a backup small forward or a backup power forward, and boys, we're good to go. I'll take Noah Clowney. Sure, we'll bring in Noah Clowney here. Player progression is going to show even more green. We do see a couple guys dropping down by 1 overall. This Foster guy goes up by 6, so that's pretty cool. Taj Ariza, Dalton Connect. Don't mind if I do. Dalton, you want to get a ring, my boy? Is it time for Dalton Connect to get a ring? I think it is. All right, bet. This is going to be our team. Looks looking like 9-man rotation. Looks absolutely disgusting. We won 74 games last year. Let's see. We've gotten better progressively each year. Let's see if we can go 75-7. Well, I'm glad we won 1 more year because that boy Mr. DP, Darren Peterson. I ain't talking about the DP. Y'all thinking about you freaky motherfuckers. 1 MVP. 21-6-9. That boy's an MVP, man. We also had Alex Sarr win his 6th man of the year, which is some whack-ass, crazy-ass shit. We won 72 games against. We cannot get to that, like, 75 win mark, but 70 is still dope nonetheless. We should win the NBA Finals once again, y'all. So I think we should buckle up, tighten up for a big-time championship run here. Dalton Connect, I love you, my boy. You are not playing in the playoffs. Get out of my rotation. Let's take a look at stats for the final year. I assume this is the final year if we do win a championship. We have our whole rotation scoring 13+ points a game. And we have 135 points a game, allowing 113, and we have a 21-point differential. Same thing goes as last year. I could care less who we play in the whole entire playoffs. Indiana 2 seed, man, I don't care. In the NBA Finals to play the 6-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves, so we avoid playing Dallas. They won 45 games. Unfortunately, for Anthony Edwards and whoever else is on this team, Noah Penda, Oso Ighodaro. I'm sorry, I don't think Oso Ighodaro is going to win you guys a NBA Finals series. we're going to be beating the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games, and CJ Roster brings home Finals MVP for the 3rd championship for the Washington Wizards. Probably one of the better rosters we've built in a minute for the Washington Wizards. This team is absolutely disgusting. I'm happy to say that we got, you know, some of the core guys a championship. I'm considering Darren Peterson core, Alex Sarr, Trey Johnson, and Bub Carrington still here somehow. And I said at the start of the video, I didn't think Bub Carrington was going to make it to the end, but he's still here. We end up with 3 championships for Mr. Alex Sarr. We definitely built a Washington Wizards dynasty here. 3 rings in 7 years. I will take that all day. If you like this video, you want more rebuild, you want more videos like this, man, make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop the sub, because we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. Like it up for the kid as we're trying to, you know, build this channel, grow this channel as much as we can. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.